Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Move now to Kaliningrad. This is a new city that we're in. You can notice the new hotel with its 1990s decor. Not as nice as some of the other hotels I've stayed in, but listen, it's still clean, it's still good. And Kaliningrad is a city that's down towards, well, really sort of borders on more traditional Europe, right next to Poland, sort of in between Poland and Lithuania. It is, you sort of notice a difference around here in the sort of the way it's all laid out and compared to everywhere else we've been to Russia. Much more sort of traditional European down here from what I've seen so far. But I'll be checking out more of the sort of fan parks and stuff like that today. So make sure you check out our content here on ArsenalFanTV. And of course, there was the game last night. Commiserations going out to Alex Iwobi as Nigeria went out of the World Cup, knocked out of the World Cup by Argentina, beaten by 2-1. And very influential in that game was Banega. Banega, he had the assist for Messi's goal and he really controlled that midfield. Really like what I saw from Banega. It's not like a one-off because he does it regularly for Sevilla. He is a top quality, really classy player. And you can see the reason why Unai Emery would love to bring him to the Emirates. And of course, after his performance last night, it's sort of got everybody talking again. And the links are all still out there again today about whether or not, Arsenal will be able to secure his signing. And of course, the fact that they progress Argentina in the tournament is kind of like a double-edged sword. Good for Banega and Argentinians, not good for Arsenal if they are trying to get him, because if the more successful tournament he has, the more his price goes up, the more Sevilla are going to be unwilling to sell him. But it was a very encouraging performance by him last night. And, got a lot of Arsenal fans thinking, you know what, he would just suit our midfield, because he really did control the game there in the middle of the park. Now, also linked with another midfielder today, and that's Vazquez of Real Madrid. Vazquez, very, very talented player. He's a very young player as well. Now, Vazquez made about 15 starts last season for Real Madrid. He's looked upon as an excellent player. But, of course, breaking into that Real Madrid team and being in there on a regular basis is really, really difficult. As I said, only 15 starts last season. He did, however, make the Spain squad. He is over here in Russia with Spain. And it's said that Unai Emery would like to make him sort of his big signing of the summer. He sees him as a player that could really flourish at Arsenal. He sees him as a player that, with all his potential, can do a lot more than playing second fiddle at a team like Real Madrid. And he's hoping that he can tempt him away with regular first-team football playing at Arsenal. Now, of course, it would be a difficult deal to get done. Vazquez is very popular in Spain, very popular. He was very popular with the last manager, Zinedine Zidane. He'd be very popular with the new manager. I remember the new manager was previously the manager of Spain, and he brought Vasquez into this World Cup squad, despite, as I said, him only having 15 starts last season. So it would be a difficult deal to get done. However, what Unai Emery is trying to say to Vasquez is, if you come to Arsenal, we will triple your wages. And we all know that money could always have a really good effect on what a player decides to do and if it can change his mind, etc. So Arsenal willing to triple his wages that he's on at Real Madrid. However, Real Madrid, as I said, would be very reluctant to sell, and he would command a very high fee indeed, because he's looked upon as one of those young, hot Spanish prospects. So let's keep an eye on this one. Let's see how this one develops out. If it does get done, it'll be a really difficult one to get done. But certainly lots of speculation coming out of Spain that Unai Emery would love to bring Vazquez to the Emirates for the start of the season. Now, Aaron Ramsey's been linked with a move away today. He's been linked with a move to Lazio. And this is all to do with the fact that Lazio are looking to potentially replace their sort of star man, Milinkovic, who's looks like he could be heading to Manchester United. Now, the Serbian international is an excellent player and really, really good. And lots of people have been looking at him, well, since last season, really. He had a great season for Lazio. He's a very, very talented midfielder. And Manchester United apparently bid over £100 million for him earlier on in the window, and that was turned down. Now, Lazio seem to be resigned to the fact that they're going to lose him. They're going to lose Milinkovic, and they want a replacement. And they've identified Aaron Ramsey. Now, Aaron Ramsey, as we know, only has about 1 year left on his contract, just over a year, should I say, if you kind of work it out. And then he'll be able to walk away for free. And of course, when a player's in the last year of their contract, the transfer fee is lowered a bit. So, you're not going to be, Arsenal not going to be able to turn around and say, all right, we want 70, 80 million or prices like that for Aaron Ramsey. It would be considerably less than that. And if they'd be getting, Lazio incoming for Milinkovic, say 80 million to 100 million, they're going to have a lot of money to spend. Now, would Aaron Ramsey be tempted at moving to Lazio? I mean, you look at Lazio, it's not an upgrade on Arsenal as far as I'm concerned. I know we've had some tough times over the past couple of seasons, but for me, it wouldn't be an upgrade. But the rumour is flying around today. It's coming out of the media in Italy that's the player they've identified. And certainly Arsenal need to tie down the Aaron Ramsey thing as soon as possible. From all the noises that seem to be coming out of Arsenal, it looks like Aaron Ramsey will be willing to stay on at Arsenal. He said that at the start of the season that he couldn't wait, he played at international for Wales, and he came out and said he couldn't wait to get back to Arsenal and meet Unai Emery and start training, etc. My money's on Aaron Ramsey staying at Arsenal, especially now that Jack Wilshere's gone, especially when you read that Unai Emery says that, he's looking to make Aaron Ramsey one of his main men at Arsenal. My thing is that I think he will stay, but who knows? You can never predict these things and how they're going to turn out. But Lazio interested in him today. Now, Caglar Soyuncu has come out and he's been very open with the fact that he wants to move to Arsenal. Caglar Soyuncu, the centre-back who plays for Freiburg in Germany, also a Turkish international. He's had a really, really sort of breakthrough season, and he's interested in a lot of clubs around Europe. But Arsenal are the club that's said to be really heavily in for him. It's the sort of Sven Mislintat influence here again, where he's going to Germany and looking at potential players that are really talented that he can bring in. And Soyuncu was speaking to the media, and this is his quote. He said, "I want Arsenal. God willing, I go to Arsenal or the Premier League, but it all depends on Freiburg." Now, he's still got a contract at Freiburg. That contract, he still has 3 years left on it. So, again, Arsenal going to have to pay a decent amount of money to get the Caglar Soyuncu thing over the line. But again, bit like the Torreira thing yesterday, this confirms that Arsenal, this is not just media talk. This is not just, Robbie chatting rubbish on ArsenalFanTV. This is a definite link. And Soyuncu himself coming out quite open yesterday and saying, yes, I want to move to Arsenal. So this could be one that potentially gets done. And of course, the centre-back position is a problem. It's interesting yesterday, I saw that, there was an update from Lauren Koscielny. He posted it on his Instagram page that, he's walking now without crutches. But he's still going to be out for a very long time. And we're going to need some strength in depth in that area. So it looks to me that we're also going to be selling centre-backs as well. Because if we bring in Soyuncu, bring in Socrates, Lichtsteiner's coming as well, can also cover in that position. That leaves a sort of glut of centre-backs if, Koscielny comes back. You've got Mustafi there, Holding, Chambers. I think one or two of those could be moving out of the club as well. But Soyuncu definitely there saying that he wants to move to Arsenal. So let's as well see how that one develops. That could be a signing that takes place before the end of the transfer window with Soyuncu moving to Arsenal. And all reports are that he's a very, very talented centre-back indeed. Right, now my player of the day that I pick out from yesterday's game and say, I wouldn't mind having him at Arsenal. You know what? It's no secret. Banega. As I said at the start of the show, bossed the game yesterday in the middle of the park for Argentina. He was the difference. He didn't play in the last game, played in this game, provided that link to Messi, brilliant passing, ticked it over. He really controlled the midfield. He would be perfect for Arsenal. Arsenal, go out and get this one done. You're trying, get it over the line. Banega would be quality for Arsenal. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. As I said, we're here in Kaliningrad. We're going to be going to the England game tomorrow. England, of course, taking on Belgium. That should be great. If you're in and around the city, make sure you say hello to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow.